Alright peoples, welcome back. I still haven't moved out of here, so still things to do, everything else. We have a project. I know I shouldn't be taking on any projects, but this is, yeah. I've got a car here that's going to be used for a film. It looks too crappy, it's got to look newer. So, we got to give it a respray. Just a quick movie magic respray, as you might say. It's a bunky. And I'm doing this late in the afternoon because it was 40 degrees today, and it was just too much to do. Now, I don't know how well this is going to show up, but it is rusty. It is flaky paint, and bog, and just, it's been painted over, I dare say. Can't get rid of the dent, but hopefully it won't show that side. But oh, that's bad. That's rust. That looks like it's been pounded with the house brush. Look at it, the crap's just coming off of it. Anyway, it's pretty, yeah, manky, as I say. You know, the fiberglass there is coming up and whatnot, so, okay, there's holes. It is manky. It's an 85 model, and the movie it's going to be in is apparently in the late 80s. Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. So literally, I've got to make this thing look near new, which ain't no movie feat. It's just, I mean, it's not too bad this side. I mean, obviously the flaking paint and where the paint's come off it and it's got rust and everything, we can get that off and clean up a bit. That's not too bad. The roof, fiberglass, probably won't see a lot of that. It's missing that, so we can't do that, but just surface rust. The front's okay. This is an 85, I think, so it's got to look, yeah, it's got to look fairly good. I'm not buying anything for it. We don't have the budget for that. You know, things like broken lights, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. We're just going to paint the grill up, probably pull that off and paint it black again, and just give it a detail. I've only just got it running, so, oops, that's no point trying them. Might have a look at that. So, hence why the mirror was taken out, the window, so you could get in. Dirty, but inside, besides being an actual camper, it's actually in good nick. A couple of cracks in the dash, but a clean, and this thing would be right, because it's all plastic, it actually will come up okay. Just a few things that maybe need to be fixed or just taken out. Yeah, it's rusty. This was surrendered, because it was going to be junked, and as you might see here, that's the A-pillar. It's got holes in it. So she ain't going to get back through Rego. And it's been around Australia at least twice, I think, maybe 3 times. So she's been given up for dead. So we're going to use, I mean, it's going to be used for parts like the diff and everything for a burnout car, and because the Hilux diffs are actually, or Hi-Ace, are actually quite tough. The thing is, trying to make this thing look decent. I mean, that would come up with a good clean, I reckon. So we'll see how we go. So basically, I've just got to sand it up and see how far we can get getting it, because yeah, she's a bit manky. So I don't have to worry too much about the inside. Like, I mean, it's got everything. Fridge, washing thing, cupboards. I'll lift that up so I can get to the engine. That folds down, there's your thing. So this would look, with a bit of a clean, like a proper, what's the name? And like, I wouldn't have to do nothing in the back here, because this would never open. And it's going to be trashed. It's just all this. It's going to be sanded down and clean. I think I might just get the fucking grinder on it. I mean, the roof's actually in good nick, which is a pity. But yeah, we're just going to use it. We're going to smash it up for the film, because it's a horror and they get attacked in this. So smash some windows and whatnot and drag the people out, and yeah, Not a good ending for him. But I've got to get this looking neat. So I can't wash anything around here because I'm on bore water, and bore water stains. So can't do that. So the best I can do is just sand it all up and make it look good. So what you'll get on the series, this will at least be 1 or 2 videos, maybe 3, is a series of time lapse. Because you're not going to sit here and watch me do shit by. We're just going to time lapse the whole thing. We're just going to go over to the grinder, we'll get the air hose out and just blow all the other crap off. And then we'll just start sanding, see how we go. It's supposed to rain for the rest of the week, or at least tomorrow. I don't know how, there's not a cloud in the sky. It was 40 something degrees today. So we're going to see how we go, and I've got to get it done the next week because I've got to take it out bush for the movie to start in a couple of weeks or so. So we're going to get this thing up and running properly. I've got to find spare ignition leads if I can, just to get this thing running on all 4 cylinders, and that's it. And pump tyres up and clean, just make it look newish. So I'll probably get 2 litres of paint, maybe 4 litres, we'll see how we go. And we're just going to give this thing a sand down and just a quick flash paint job just to make it look good on camera. That's it. So let's see how we're going to go with that. It's going to be a struggle. It's definitely going to be a struggle. I might have to bog and fiberglass some bits. But I mean, once we get it all sanded down, I can put it into the shed and paint it in there if it's not looking good. So yeah. And if I don't do anything today, then we'll start tomorrow before it starts raining. But it's, yeah, I mean, obviously that's just a table that can lie down. That can go down on top of it. That's the rest of the what's names. And there you go. Pop the top up, you got a heap of room in there. It's pity the body's actually so crunched. Otherwise, this would actually make a little cheap-ass camper. Because there's your bed, even though no way I could sleep in it, it's just way too small. But it's still got the original items and stuff. It's got 2 batteries under there, so I've got 1 going. But yeah, we just have to make it look good. So let's get onto this and see how we go. Alright, so that's the initial cut back of the rough stuff, the peeling stuff. Jeez, this thing's got a lot of rust in it, eh? Just rust. And fiberglass on the roof. So as you can see, a lot of that is just fiberglass. So, yeah, can I get the... bit too much. Yeah. That's all fiberglassed, all in here. So it's just not... and there's holes, but I got some fiberglass. I'd have to get some stuff for it, but I got some fiberglass matting, and that's cut down all the other bits. Now I haven't gone over the whole thing because, you know, it's a flappy disc. I can't actually get in there, but I got the orbital random sander, so I'm going to sand down all the flat bits with just the sander, so then it comes up nice. Well, the weather looks like it's starting to turn a bit shitty, but yeah. So, just a lot like this. You know, that's just there. You know, it's just, it's stuffed. So you can see that. That's just, yeah. There's nothing holding that roof on, really. So, but a lot of that surface rust and everything else is gone. And that's when I'm going to pump that tyre up. I just wanted to get rid of the flaky paint. Ooh. The flaky paint that's just, you know, you have to sand and sand and sand. Whereas the flappy panel just whips it off. Just rips it off. But yeah, I like that Pete, under the fiberglass. A freaking hole. Anyway, we'll get the normal, where is he? Oh, he's over here. I gotta clean this shit fighter. I gotta, yeah, gotta go do that. We'll do that in a sec, and we'll see how that comes out. Alright, I might cut it there for today, because the weather's getting a little bit, yeah. But that's pretty good. Sanded up, it's now white. It's not rusty coloured, it's actually white. So the actual paint came up pretty good. I mean, there's some little bits that are dibbited. But what I'm going to do now is probably go down to the hardware store and buy some spray primer filler, and just go over those bits and try and fill them in, and that way they can fill in the little cracks so it doesn't look so bad. I mean, you're not going to see it that well anyway because it's, you know, movies, but just so it doesn't stand out, because you'll probably get a side of it driving into frame from that side, because this side's got the dent, that side then maybe going out from this side, so that's why I did the back door. Just those things that might come up, but you know, all that actually came up quite well. Now with all the pads that I've used, I'll use the ones I've peeled off by hand and do all this sort of stuff around here, just so I can get in there, especially, you know, like in there, which I can't get into unless I had a wire wheel, which I don't. And I might get some fiberglass resin and get in there and actually stick that down again, and then bog over the top. That'll probably do that. But the rest of it actually came up quite easy. The old paint came off pretty easily, so this paint underneath was still fairly good, but as you can see, it's had bog work and everything done to it before, and then so not too bad. Oh, that's a good afternoon, but yeah, clouds are coming over, it's getting darker and darker, and wind's picking up, so I'll blow it all off, and then go get some spray primer filler, come back and go all over that so it has time to dry before it gets rain, because then once the water's in, it'll never dry. Spray that, do the hand stuff, because I've got a few loose ones. Do it by hand and see how far we get before I moved into the shed. But I've got to get the engine out of the way first. Damn you, Sean. Move it in the shed and tape it up and spray it. We'll see how it goes. Well, I don't, you know, it's just got to look good from afar, not and far from good, you know. But that looks way better than it did. But I say, we'll spray undercoat, primer, filler, everything all over it and sand it up, and then I've got to get some paint, which I still haven't got yet. And yeah, see how we go. Alright, till next episode. Bye.